Oh, my name is Fox Nine, so Big and Habit Fox, and this is probably my last review I'm going to be doing with this shirt on, but at least for today. But I was thinking one thing I love about Steven Universe is watching all the fan art of Steven Universe. Also, along with everything I love of Steven Universe, the show and everything in it. But one thing that popped up in 2 episodes, and I didn't catch it until I started watching other people's art of it, was that we saw Yellow Diamond's Pearl along with Blue Diamond's Pearl. Which, mind you, you might think, okay, what about them? Well, I was watching them, and I kind of noticed something. Yellow Diamond's Pearl was yellow, at least from what I've seen through that screen, we saw through the screen thing. And then Blue Diamond's Pearl was blue. You're like, okay, what are you going with this? Well, unless you read the title. Which I don't want to put the title, but then I started thinking, well, I guess I could probably put that, like, whose pearl was pearl? Whose pearl was pearl? But then I thought a little bit more. Pearl's white. Pearl's a white pearl. Which you might think, okay, what's the point? Well, yellow pearl for Yellow Diamond, blue pearl for Blue Diamond, and then Rose, assuming she is Pink Diamond, which actually, now that I think about it, because I have another theory that will probably come up before this one, but Pink Diamond, if Rose is Pink Diamond, or I mean, the other one might come off after, but Pink Diamond, White Pearl? Of course, Rose might just have chosen to pick a White Pearl. Sure, why not? But one thing that I kind of liked, one thing I thought, because there's also another diamond we're missing, White Diamond, which I started thinking, what if Pearl wasn't Rose's pearl at all, as everyone's believed? Yes, she was a servant. Yes, she was stuck as a servant for a certain gem, or a royal gem. But what if it wasn't Rose? What if Pearl was White Diamond's pearl? And through some way, maybe Rose talked a lot with White Diamond and then also treated Pearl kindly, or taught Pearl to try to break free, or try to tell Pearl to break free from being White Diamond's servant, try and break free from the gem world. What if Pearl is it, like, I just want to just think, like, what if Pearl wasn't, what if Pearl not because Pearl was Rose's servant, what if Pearl was White Diamond's servant, but instead of following White Diamond like she was quote-unquote supposed to, she chose to follow Rose? And there might be somewhat of a difference there, other than being where Pearl is just accustomed to serving Rose, and after Rose said, you don't have to be here with me, Pearl, you don't have to say something, Pearl says, I'll stay by you, I'll stick with you. And sorry, but what I was trying to get at is, what if, like, because there's kind of a difference between, like, yeah, it's kind of cool knowing that, like, it is kind of cool, like, thinking, okay, Pearl was always Rose's servant, and even when Pearl could leave Rose, when Rose gave her blessing, Pearl said, no, I'm gonna stick with you. That is nice. But what if Pearl got out of being another gem servant, White Diamond servant, got out of White Diamond being servant, was free to do whatever, she really had no obligation. She didn't have no obligation, and she had no, like, she didn't really have an obligation other than possibly, like, thanking Rose, but other than them being friends, Rose and Pearl being just friends, well, of course, you can say love, of quote unquote lovers possibly, but other than them just being like friends, Rose then just said, "No, I will be your servant. I will be your servant. Yes, I got out of being a servant of someone else, but you are someone I do want to follow. You're someone I have to follow. You're someone I want to follow." And whether that be through one, I believe through loyalty and love, but seeing like Pearl choose to be Rose's knight, choose to be her quote unquote servant and or weapon. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I think that's kind of a little bit more powerful, other than Rose bought or however gems get, or Rose ordered a Pearl, and yes, she treated her nicely or whatever and gave her the ability to, you know, be free. Yes, that's awesome and that's nice, but I think that would be so much cooler and nicer and so much more like impactful if Pearl was White Diamond's gem. She was White Diamond's gem. She was White Diamond's Pearl, but then she chose to break free, and then she chose to be Rose's Pearl, to be Rose's friend, loyal servant, warrior. I just was just thinking about it. I'm like, that would be awesome. That would be cool to see Pearl choose, like saying like, I will not be told who to follow. I will follow who. If I want to follow anyone, I will follow you, Rose. I just think that'd be awesome to see Pearl have that kind of see that, like, that's how strong the connection is. To see that even if she was quote unquote free, she still chose to follow Rose. She could have ran. She could have went back to Homeworld or something, but she chose to stay with Rose. And I just think that's just pretty. I think that would be freaking awesome. And because I would think if Pink Diamond had a diamond pearl, it would probably be a white pink pearl, because there are pink pearls. But yeah, I just thought that'd be a cool little. This is a quick small little theory I thought up. I definitely want to see what's gonna happen when if Yellow Pearl and Blue Pearl run into Pearl, because I think that'd be kind of hilarious seeing all three of them work off of each other. Also, Blue Pearl kind of seems a shy type, so the blue side of the gems probably are somewhat more shyish, possibly. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool. Tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. I just thought this is a small little theory I was thinking of, and I just wanted to throw it out there. But tell me what you guys think. I think it would be cool. Do I have that much up to back me up on this one? Probably not. Other than the color thing where Yellow Diamond had a yellow pearl and Blue Diamond had a blue pearl. I really don't have much to back up me up on this. But tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out all my other videos. And we will. See you later.